Hello again, this is Furine Primus. Today I'm going to go ahead and show you my method for viewing Japanese deck lists as an individual that can read very little Japanese. I will have all these links linked in the description. This first one's Deckmaker, aka Gachi Matame. This is the most heavily used one. It has a mix of casual and competitive decks and has the best search tool. You're able to filter down to exactly what deck you want. These next two are both Supersolenoid. This is primarily competitive decks. It shows you what's topping in Japan. This first one's the original format, so no extra deck involved. This one's advanced. It will have an extra deck involved. You could tell what one you're looking at mainly by the inclusion of malt. Malt is almost always present in these tier lists of sorts. Alright, let's return to Deckmaker. You're going to go ahead and click where it says Duel Masters at the bottom right. And then there's this deck search tool. You're going to go ahead and click here. This is going to have a list of filters for you. We have the fire, water, light, darkness, nature, or zero, which is colorless. I normally don't use those, but if you wanted like a specific 3 colors in your deck, you could use that to refine down. This one is a card include section. So you put a card name and it's going to find you decks with that card. This one's price, so minimum and maximum. This one is date. So for example, if you want just a deck from this year, you could filter some dates down. Or if you're looking for a deck from, let's say, 2018, you can find decks that were uploaded to this site in 2018. Alright, for this example, I'm going to go ahead and let's just think up some cards. Let's say Heaven's Gate. If I can type today, there we go. So you could copy and paste the name from the Duel Masters wiki, as these search tools are just Japanese names. So now that I add this filter, we will just see decks with Heaven's Gate. Additionally, with this price filter, if I go ahead and add a price, you will now begin to see the deck prices beside the deck. I like to do that out of curiosity. Doesn't really matter if you're building a deck on a simulator, since of course you're not having to buy the cards. But if you're playing on a budget, you can limit yourself to decks that are like $100, $150, so that you're not looking at these $300 amalgamations. And let's say I want to refine that deck a little further. I'm going to go ahead and do a card that I know has Furigana. Because some cards, as you've probably seen, you'll have this Furigana above the name. If I try to search this in Deckmaker, it will not pop up on its own unless I remove that Furigana. You have 2 ways of finding that card without Furigana. The main way is, of course, backspacing through it, but you also have the option of doing a Google search. Most likely, you will find the Japanese DM Wiki article. On that title, where that link is, you will have that card's name without the Furigana. So you just toss it in Google, copy this link, return to Deckmaker. Let's go ahead and put that in there. So now we have the Yes Zanadu here. So now we will just find decks that have Heaven's Gate and Yes Zanadu. Go ahead and just grab this as an example. Let's see. So now that you have a deck list, if you want to find some card names, let's say you don't know the card name, you have a few ways of finding what each card is. When you click on a card, you will see it set here at the bottom right of that image. This one's RP09 S3/S12. So you can either go on to Cockatrice and filter by set there, which then allows you to filter by set and power and quickly find the card. Or you can just go ahead and look on the wiki. One sec, I forgot. There we go, RP09. So if you just look up DMRP09, you can go ahead and click the one that says Gallery. So now you'll see every card in that set. We have found it. That card is named Welkiss Assault Gate Elemental. So you could type that name into either Untap or Cockatrice and go ahead and add that to your deck list. And you can just do that for any other card that you're not familiar with. And that's the gist of it here. I'm going to go over Supersolenoid real fast, give an example article. So once you click into these articles, you will see a breakdown. If you go ahead and translate, you can use the embedded Google Translate, and now you can get some more info on some of these events. So this was the Duel Masters Original Format Championship, winner ranking 1021 to 1027, and it's showing that the Firebird tops for the first time in a month. Let's see. So it's showing how many decks. It has a sample of 93. And then it's going down each deck, how many events they've won, and stuff like that. And some winning deck samples here. So you'll see links to a bunch of different deck lists and different events and such. It's like here, for example, you're seeing some images of some good topping deck lists. Go ahead and open Cockatrice real fast. And let's see. Which you could pull up cards here in Cockatrice. And of course you could filter by the set. So let's say I wanted DMRP 09. You could filter by power and toughness. Let's see, I don't remember how much power it was. Yeah, there we go, 7,500. So let's say you know what set it's from and you know how much power it has. You can easily use this to find it. Or additionally, even mana cost. You can filter by mana cost. So you just go see the 9 costs in this set. If you didn't know its name, it's going to be the only 9 cost with 7,500 power. And that's the gist. Let's see. Lastly, you do have a few other options for finding cards. This one I rarely use, but there is also Google Lens for finding it. Sometimes this will pull up the wiki articles or other articles that list the name in English. For example, we got lucky here. Let's see if that pops up. If that's the right card. Yep. So this is the Spirit of Control Perfect Galaxy Charger. Sometimes that might not match with the wiki name, but that normally gets you close enough to find what card it is as well. And if there's anything else you want to know about the Japanese side, feel free to DM me on Discord, Twitter, anywhere else you know me, Facebook, and I'll be happy to assist.